Hey guys, Super Console Final Wars here, and this time we're back with another Why I Ship video. This one is going to be why I ship, here we go. This one is going to be why I ship Toothless and Luna from How to Train Your Dragon 2. Well, 3, actually. Not 2, it's 3. Get it right, Super Final Wars. So, why I ship these two? Well, let's dive into it, shall we? So, why I ship Toothless and Luna? Well, besides of Luna being basically a Night Fury, basically being a subspecies of a Night Fury, and the fact that their relationship is basically more like a main focus to the movie, literally. This movie should have been, How to Train Your Dragon should be renamed as A Night Fury's Love Story. Like, the film mainly focuses on Toothless' love story with Luna. Many people are saying that they're just calling her the Life Fear, but other people are calling her, but I'm pretty sure the majority of How to Train Your Dragon fans are calling her Luna. And I think I prefer that name besides of just calling her the Light Fury. So, yeah. So why ship these two? Well, let's get into it. So, this was an interesting story, because people thought we're having different opinions on how Toothless will interact with rather a Night Fury, a female Night Fury, or a Light Fury. Well, in this case, back then, a Light Fury was not called a Light Fury. People were just referring it as a albino Night Fury, and I'm pretty sure they assumed that an albino Night Fury was going to be a rare sight to see, because they're mainly almost extinct. Not nearly as extinct as Toothless' species, but almost basically, yeah. And they're basically rare to encounter both for humans and dragons. And like I said, that's what the majority of fans were assuming. If this was like way before How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World came out. This was like probably back somewhere around in 2016 or 2015. It was like people they were like assuming on like how would Toothless interact with another Night Fury. But when How to Train Dragon The Hidden World was announced, and when we got our first trailer, we saw how Toothless interacted with another Night Fury. Well, not necessarily a Night Fury. Most fans were probably disappointed that it's not a Night Fury, it's a Light Fury. And, well, at first I was rather thinking it was probably going to be both. We'll end up seeing like a female Night Fury and a male Night Fury, and a male Light Fury, and Toothless and the male Light Fury end up fighting each other just so one of them can have the female Night Fury. But instead, it's just like the complete opposite. We just get an interaction between a Light Fury and Toothless. But how Toothless interacts with the Light Fury was at first curious, then later romantical. Because the first interaction that he had with the Light Fury was a bit more curious and shocked, because he hasn't seen another one of his kind for quite a long time. And even though the Light Fury is technically a subspecies of Toothless' species, So there's that. The next thing is the fact that anyway, I wasn't continuing. Anyways, I'm sorry, folks. You can say I'm just a little tired. I'm not too tired, just a little tired. But anyways, moving on. Anyways, so like I said at first, the first time they end up meeting, toothless ends up acting curious along with shocked. Then at the middle of the series, he both acted both playfully and romantical at the same time. Through the middle part of the movie, toothless was 100% acting more romantical than a way. Then at the end, he acted much more as a husband. And towards the end, he definitely was acting more like a father figure, mainly because he had children with the Light Fury. So it's an interesting love story within a way. And not just that, Toothless finally has a companion, a partner, basically. And through the most part, Toothless and Luna are just very, very good for each other. Luna may not be as friendly when it comes to humans. But, ah, crap. Sorry, I just keep getting distracted. But Luna is an interesting character. Even though we don't really see or hear the characters mentioning on what they should call her by name, but we do see many, the majority of How to Train Your Dragon fans are just calling her Luna. So, yeah. And there's another fact that Syphilis has been alone probably for most of his life, even before he met Hiccup. He probably wasn't. His family was probably around, but he had no memories, because clearly we don't see Syphilis flying off to a particular island, and ends up mourning for the loss of his own kind. And yeah, but Luna, we can tell that she has experience when it comes to living with other light furies, because we can see how she basically behaves and acts like a light fury. She basically acts like a wild animal, and Toothless, he sort of acts like a wild animal, but at the same time he acts like a curious child. And he probably had no interactions with other Night Furies because they were all killed by, well, by Grimmel. I think that's what's his name or not. Anyways, he killed basically every Night Fury that existed. And so far, Toothless was the only one who basically survived and got away from him. And I'm pretty sure even at the end of How to Train Dragon, The Hidden World, Toothless starts to act more as a wild animal, as we even see in the ending of How to Train a Dragon itself. And even take Homecoming for example as well. He starts to act like a Night Fury, and more like a wild animal. At first, he was a wild animal, but like I said before, he acted like a wild animal along with... He basically acts like a wild animal, at the same time, a curious child. Like a curious human being. Child. But through his time living in the hidden world, I'm pretty sure Luna was teaching him on how to act like a wild dragon. Now to act like a Night Fury. Even though she's a Light Fury, but still. And Toothless has now become an official wild dragon, even though he still has the south side for humans. And so, folks, that is my reasoning on why I ship Toothless and Luna, or aka the Light Fury, or whatever you want to call her. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to tap Gorger with Excellence. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.